Let's go, it's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Alright, let's be honest with ourselves. Borderlands really didn't have much of a story. So with 2, they added in more characters, more story events, and more laugh-out-loud moments. Or at least giggling moments. The script for Borderlands 2 is much tighter than the first and far more involving. Wanting to know the outcome to each and every mission at the end, and having these characters actually make you laugh or you care for, is something that you really didn't get in the first title, and it's nice to have in this one. The main bad guy, Handsome Jack, is a great asshole villain. He's smart, he's handsome, and a gigantic dick. So like a high school popular kid, he's really just there that you want to punch him in the face, except that he actually kills people instead of a high school popular kid doing nothing in his life. Everything that you get, and when you get closer to him, and you know you're finding out more about him, you just want to kill him more. And he'll just egg you on every time you get close to him. He'll be like, yo, come on, I'm going to kill you, so come. Oh, I got this plan, or I got that plan, and you just want to kill him more and more and more. You just want to punch him in his fucking face, and that makes a great villain. Most of the humor is good, and sometimes you wonder why they even thought that was funny, but most times you'll get at least a giggle out of it. On top of that, there's plenty of pop culture references that'll make the game a good old laughing time. Don't take it serious, and you'll have a lot of fun with this type of story.
Then pilfer the lost staff of Mount Schuler. Then you shall bring me the head of the destroyer of worlds. And then you shall dance for my enjoyment.
I enjoyed the art style of the first game quite a lot, and I like it even more in 2. I think the colorful world is fun as hell to explore in this game. There's a lot of different enemies this time around instead of the same old with a different skin tone like the first. The explosions look great once again, the effects look slick, and let's be honest, the customization you have now isn't amazing in terms of how much you could do, but at least it's there and it's kind of fun. You can make yourself look like Breaking Bad's Walt. I mean, fuck yeah. So overall, it's a great design. It's different, it's cartoony, yet bloody, and it's fun to view. I just love the graphics and really have zero complaints on the graphic part. Gameplay. This is what everybody wants to know. Is the gameplay any better in Borderlands 2? I mean, it was fun in the first, but is it better? Is it better, Whitey? Well, I gotta be honest. Borderlands 2 doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. Instead, it takes the first wheel, fixes it up, and makes it look even sexier. So when you hop into your car and you see the new wheel, you're like, damn, that shit even sexier. That's what Borderlands 2 does. It adds more guns, new elements, new bad guys, new abilities. I mean, how much can you want? The main focus of the first game is shooting bad guys with a ton of different weapons. Light them on fire with some, shock the shit out of another with another gun, melting another. I mean, it just never really gets boring. Well, it does after like 60 hours, but regardless, it's fun in those 60 hours of loving gameplay. The other important factor is that there's loot. I mean, come on, you kill a baddie, they drop loot, you collect, and you use it. It's fun as fuck to kill a bad guy because you always get rewarded. The bosses in this game are kind of cheap. Actually, they're very cheap, to be honest. And they are annoying, and they're fucking cheap. Do I have to mention that they're cheap at times? And they're not really fun to fight. Usually, you'll rely on a cheap tactic to finally win if you're alone, which just isn't that fun. It's not a major downfall, but it's just thrown in your face, and you're really like, why? Why is this guy taking 1 billion bullets? Oh, because he's boss. Why does he kill you in one shot? Oh, he's a boss. That's not really fun. It's not. It's just not. Also, the driving is still okay at best. It's mostly shitty, especially when you're fighting with another driver. Still, again, you're most likely using driving to get to point A and B and C and D. So the driving really isn't that difficult, but it just mostly sucks and you won't really want to use it. The co-op is a strong feature, and it's drop in, drop out once again, which works great, and you kill shit together. I mean, not much else needs to be said. You kill shit together. It's a fucking blast. I think that's all I gotta say. The skill tree makes it so each person has a different build. When playing, I have to say that the skill tree didn't really feel like it mattered too much until the later half of the game. So the first half it's kind of pointless, but the later half is probably more useful. However, it's even more useful in probably like a New Game Plus, which I never did. But overall, Borderlands just doesn't do much new. But there isn't really anything wrong with Borderlands 1's gameplay. It just improved in most ways with the other stuff, like the graphics and the story, and adding these little things like more elements and more baddies. So, I mean, that's good, right? They just need to fix the driving and take out these cheapest motherfucking fuck bosses. I hate them so much, man. I hate them. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I hate them. You know, playing game 6 sometimes sucks because you're not fully in there, but that's what she said. But it really sucked playing the 6 because I did enjoy it a lot and I had a lot of fun with it, but I obviously couldn't play hours upon hours because after like an hour I got a headache. So with that, I did enjoy my time with Borderlands 2 though. You know, I actually am still enjoying my time with this title. It's a lot of fun. Even more fun with friends, and there's just a lot of shit to collect. I mean, I think it's an infinite amount. It's like a bazillion or something. And there's actually fun as hell missions this time. I mean, sometimes you feel like you're doing the same one over again because you're revisiting places. But honestly, it's still fun as hell, and there's a lot of areas to explore, which I actually like, and they look different unlike the first game where there was very few different in each area. Sure, there's minor things like the shitty driving, the cheap bosses, you know, and like I said, sometimes revisiting areas too often, but it really doesn't stop it from being fun all that much. It's a loot game, so get ready to spend hours upon hours in this title collecting, well, loot. I give it an 8.5, and I think it's a great title. It's not perfect. It's not quite amazing, in my opinion, but it's still a great title. Has a lot going for it and should be tried by any RPG fan, any loot fan, or any shooting fan, or any person who has a fucking friend and you're just bored and you're jacking off by yourself and you're like, yo, friend, let's go play Borderlands 2. Okay. Then pick up this game.
This'll just take a second.
Now just remember to take a moment to like, subscribe, and comment.
Thank you, guys.